Yeah, so I'm Reetta Toivonen, and here's also my colleague Hanna Ristimäki. She will introduce herself soon. We both come from Finland, and we are really happy to be here. Thank you so much. We are here talking about better parenting through the Children's Divorce Group. We both work in a Finnish Association for Child and Family Guidance, which is a non-profit organization. Our organization specializes in family relations, and we both work as a children's support expert in parental divorce. So we are here bringing the children's perspective and how that affects on parenting. I've done my master's in occupational therapy, and I've worked now almost 20 years with parent services, family services.
Hello, I'm Hanna Ristimäki. Very nice to be with you here today. And so I'm Bachelor of Social Services, and I have worked over 10 years in child welfare services with families, and also as an expert in parental divorce for 5 years now.
So we are here to tell you about how this children's divorce group helps parents to cooperate. And first, as a start, I tell you what is children's divorce group. We both, as a part of our work, we lead these groups, so we know them really clearly, and we also educate other professionals to do that. So here, you can see the model of the children's peer group. The aim of the group is to help children to adapt the parents' divorce. But while we've been keeping these groups for now more than 10 years, and we start realizing that actually it affects also on parents. But what we do in these groups, as a beginning, we meet the family. And in this meeting, we share information about the group for the both parents. We always meet both parents, and also for the kids. And actually, I forget to say that in every group, we have children from 5 to 9 children, and the age varies from 7 to 12, but we always collect the groups, so there is the age difference is between 3 years, so 7 to 10 or 9 to 12 or something like that. And it's always a voluntary for the family, for the parents and for the kids. And usually the families find out these groups from the school counselor or other family services. So first we meet the parents and the kid, and then the group starts. As a first time, our theme is what brings us together. We talk with the children about who they are. We become a group. We start to talk about divorce. We give them a loud license to speak, because you know that the children are a loyalty conflict between their parents. So in this peer group, we don't have that conflict there. And the second time is about what the children remembers about the parents' divorce. They tell their own divorce stories to each other, and they get supported by each other. And then the third and the fourth time is about emotions and coping skills. And then the fifth time, this is really crucial. It's about hopes, wishes, and advices to parents. In every group, we write a letter to parents. It's a letter from all the children to all the parents. And in those letters, children usually, they tell it hurts me when you fight. I love both my parents, and things like this. And it's really emotional for the parents to receive those letters. And the sixth time is about children's personal resources, and of course we end the group and we celebrate that journey together. And then we meet the family again and we share the information for the parents. And between these times, we always send emails to parents. We tell the topics that we were discussing, but we never tell anything like that, this child said this, but we can like tell them that today children were talking about how like changing the home is highly stressed and they need support for that. So I want to highlight, and Hanna is going to tell about how this group model affects on parenting, but I want to highlight that we meet parents 2 times, and between that we send emails. So we work with children, and now Hanna tells how this affects on parents.
Okay, thank you, Reetta. Now I will present the outcomes of our practical survey. We have collected the information for our survey from the parents whose children have attended in children's divorce group between years 2021 and 2023, so little over 2 years now. And in 2022, we added 1 question to the feedback form. And this presentation, we will focus on the parents and how the group model effects on parenting, but we have also lots of information how the group model affects to the children, and we are open to discuss about those effects also with you here or later on if you want. Parents have told us spontaneously that the group have affected to their parenting and co-parenting, and because of this we started to collect the information from the parents' feedback forms systematically in 2022. And now I will present to you the 3 questions we have asked the parents and the answers. And the first question was, did the children's divorce group have a positive effect on your relationship with your child? And we got 75 answers to this question. And 96% answered that the children's divorce group had a positive effect in their relationship with their child. And only 4% did not report any positive effects, but none of those 4% did not report any negative effects. So only positive or neutral effects. And there's also some quotes from the feedback form. I realized how the divorce is an ongoing situation, and it will be something he has to deal with and talk about as he grows. It created more opportunities for us to talk and spend some time together, focusing on the divorce and emotions. We talk about the themes of the group at home. My child has more courage to tell his own thoughts and trust that his feelings are valuable. My child received help on his negative feelings, and that affects everything. The last meeting with both parents was meaningful for the child. So in these quotes, you can see how the parent felt that the children divorce group increased the discussion between parents and the child. And I think this is really, really good effect to have. And it also helped the parents to see the divorce from the child's perspective and not only from their own perspective. And now the second question. Did the children's divorce group have a positive effect on your parenting? And this question we added in 2022. So we have only 41 answers to this question. And 92% answered that the children's divorce group had a positive effect in their parenting, and only 8 didn't have. And this one also, it was neutral. None of those 8% did report any negative effects. So only positive or neutral. And we have some quotes also here. I understand divorce better from my child's perspective. It was helpful to know that dealing the divorce wasn't only the parents' responsibility. My own burden was relieved when my child got help, and that gave me more resources. The group gave confidence that we will survive. Now I can listen better and pay attention to my child's wishes. So in here you can also see how the parents thought that by the child attending to the group, they could see better the child's perspective, and it gave the parents also more resources to their own parenthood. So it was, and right, like Reetta said, we only meet the parents twice and send them email. So it's only that, and otherwise we work with the children. And then the last, third question. Did the children's divorce group have a positive effect on parents' cooperation? And this we had also 75 answers. This was 2022 and 2023. And this question, 56% of the parents said it had a positive effect to their cooperation, and 44% said it didn't. And also in this one, none of the parents said it had not any negative effects. So it was neutral, and the parents thought that their cooperation was already good, so they didn't need that positive effect to that. And now there's also some quotes to this one. We communicate better now. It gave us good vibes that we did something good for the child. We had to do more cooperation, for example, bringing child to the group. We made the decision together of the child attending the group and are trying to cooperate better. It was a joy to hear good feedback about our child and felt good to be proud of him together. It was good to see that the other parent was supportive of the child attending the group and was interested about it. We had good cooperation already. In these quotes, parents tell how children's divorce group helped them to communicate better, and also the child's participation to the group brought parents together in many levels, also in practical and emotional. So it had many effects to their cooperation. And also that, like me and Reetta, as group leaders, we give lots of positive feedback to the child and also to the family and parents. And that has also been a big effect to the cooperation and parenting.
And now some conclusions. We claim that by supporting child, we can have a positive effect on parenting, the parents' cooperation, and the child's well-being. And at least in Finland, but I assume that it's quite similar in other countries too, in divorce services, we focus on so many times on the past. The things like fights, the distrust, guilt, and concerns. And those are the topics that parents like to talk about. And those are the topics that they are always involved in separation. But instead, if we don't focus on those negative things, because we can't take them away, those are there. The history is something what happened. But if we start focusing on these things here, if we bring the child to the center, and we actually bring the child in the center also in parents' minds, because parents, they lose, they want to think about the rest of their children, but in many cases, they still don't see the situation from the children's eyes. But when we write a letter to the parents and we tell them what the children actually feels and thinks, they realize, okay, this is my child. Now what this fight, what we are having here, this actually hurts. And it's really emotional. And then the parents, they get the children in their mind and they start acting again as the best they can. Always we see all the good in family. We always thank parents that you gave your child a license to attend. It's a big thing. Thank you for bringing the child here. You are doing a good job. Giving good feedback about everything we can. And then we give the families license to speak out. In many, we know that there is this loyal conflict between children and parents. So it's really hard to talk about what is going on, about the changes. But we help them. We read the letter while the child is there and parents are there. We show them like a model that this is something we can talk about together. And then they start talking. They start healing the family by itself. And then we give support, that kind of support what they ask. If they want some knowledge, they need some advices, we give them. We don't sell any cases, you should do this, you should do that, but we support when they are needed. So I'm claiming here that instead of focusing on negative things, if we could in divorce services focus on these positive things, we could achieve a remarkable outcomes, and our children would be more well-being, and also the parents, the whole family. Thank you.